Triangle Tech Bethlehem is a very diverse school. We have people from varied backgrounds. We have students right out of high school. We have students that have lost their jobs and come back to get retrained to provide for a career for their family. Our typical student is someone that might be working out in the field after high school. They weren't traditional college material, but they realize they're in a dead-end job and they need to get the skills to have a career.
I think Triangle Tech Bethlehem is special because we try to go out of our way to do more than what a school would do. We work with people beyond their education. We work with them on how to deal with people, how to be successful in a role of a supervisor, how to communicate with people. So it's not just their education that we're tackling them themselves and being somebody that's going to move up the corporate ladder and be a very successful person.
The culture and the people are great here at Triangle Tech. The environment itself is relaxed. When we do get into a shop situation, it's more like a job site than a school.
We have 3 programs here at Triangle Tech Bethlehem: carpentry, maintenance, electricity, and welding. All 3 are associate degree level programs, and we offer associate degree in just 16 months, which is 8 months sooner, as you know, than a traditional associate degree.
The type of student that comes to Triangle Tech is confident.
They're definitely career focused, they're hands-on, and they can't wait to get out in the workforce.
A Triangle Tech student would be a motivated student, an excited student, a personable student.
I think a Triangle Tech student is someone who is determined and motivated to make a change in their life.
I think a Triangle Tech student is every student in the world. I think if you have a drive and you want to be successful, if you come here, we have the tools to help you do that.
The 3 trades that we teach here in Triangle Tech Bethlehem are trades that aren't going anywhere.
The electrical program gives you a little bit of each discipline in the electrical field.
We teach you everything from floor framing to wall framing to roof framing.
We do plasma, we do stick welding, we do MIG, flux core, all the fabrication processes we do.
So we start off with the theory of electricity, then we move to residential wiring, then we do commercial wiring, motor controls and PLCs for the industrial aspect.
As we go along, the welding gets more advanced. They get 2 structural certifications, they get 2 pipe certifications.
We bring you into more meticulous things like cabinet making, project management, estimation, and things like that.
We're always going to have a need, and in this area in particular, there's such a high demand for skilled tradespeople, particularly welders, electricians, and carpenters.
Most of the students that apply here at Triangle Tech are hands-on students. They learn more by actually doing something rather than reading it out of a book or by just trying to study it from a manual.
When it comes to the welding field, hands-on is absolute. You need to be out here welding almost on a daily basis. I'm in the booth with everybody at some part of the day doing welding with them.
Hands-on is more important than theory to a point because you can know how something works all day long, but unless you actually physically do it, the instruction that they get isn't going to sink in. And you're not going to be asked to talk about the theory in a real-world application. You're going to be asked to actually do the task.
Small class sizes are very important because I can give the attention to each student as needed, or I can allow them to go as far as they want to go or as far as they're capable of going.
Small class sizes help out, especially when you're trying to reinforce a topic. It allows you to do more one-on-one with each student, and each student gets a larger chunk of your time.
Students learn in many different ways, and some students will learn by seeing it, some will learn by hearing it, but a lot of them learn by physically doing it and touching it. And if you don't have an instructor that's able to spend some time with somebody and actually show them how to do it, they'll never grasp it.
At Triangle Tech, we interview the students just to see what their likes and dislikes are about the trade.
We sit down with them and have what we call an entrance interview, which is an excellent opportunity to really understand their career goals.
Prospective student gets to see the classroom environment, meet the instructors, even talk to the students. We also give them a chance to go into the lab areas so they can see what the hands-on training is going to be all about.
We bring students in that are prospective students sometimes. The students already in the school take those students, take them into the weld booth, show them what they've learned.
Typically what they see is an excited student. They don't see a student that's not happy to be there. You know, they're excited because they're passionate about the fields that they're in.
A lot of students are really scared when they see a price tag, but we say a lot of times, as soon as we see a student for the first time or a family, don't let a price tag scare you. Come in and meet with financial aid, because there are a lot of options and opportunities that are available to students that they're really not aware of. So when they meet with me, they will see different types of scholarships and grants and loans that they didn't think were available to them when they first came in. Very rarely does a student not able to find a way to make it work if they really want to come to school here.
A lot of students are thinking that they may not be eligible for aid, or it may be a far stretch for them, but in reality, you don't know until you actually go through the financial aid process if it is possible for you.
It's nice that we work with students from start to finish, from the beginning of their enrollment through their graduation, to establish a relationship with them and a comfort level where they're able to come down and speak with me at any time. We have an open door policy with questions or concerns, and review their financial aid package, their budget, and just really assist them and guide them through that process of the best way for them to pay for school and reach their educational goals.
When we start to help students look for a job, we really try to get to know them as an individual. So I will meet with them one-on-one. We do a profile interview where we talk to them a little bit about where do you want to go to work? Do you want to work in the residential end of things, or do you prefer more commercial, industrial?
Everything from resume writing to conducting mock interviews to marketing them to employers, sending out their resumes, inviting industry guests into the school, setting up field trips. All of those things not only help them prepare for employment, but bring the employers to them as well.
Each and every time Mr. Brady and I hold a graduation ceremony and graduate a new group of students, I think we're both very proud that we've had a small part in helping them be successful.
They're becoming the person that they wanted to be, when I initially met them. So that's a great part of it. It's just continuing that relationship throughout all 16 months.
By the time they're about to graduate, they're really excited to get into the workforce, and I would say the vast majority of them succeed.
You can't go wrong by going into a trade. I think that you will be successful as long as you put the effort in.
It's really rewarding when they leave here and knowing they have a job that they're going to.
There's so many success stories. There's so many people that from the day they started Triangle Tech until the day they finished, that you were just amazed at the progress, and they became successful, and they had this look of confidence whenever they graduate and they come through that line and they're like, I did it, I'm somebody now.